It's that time of the year again. It's that season. It's Rumble season as we count down towards WrestleMania. It really is the road to WrestleMania. And it starts here at the Rumble. Now, whether you're watching this before, whether you're watching this after, it doesn't matter, but it's about what the Rumble represents. Where the winner of said match, whether it be the male or female, will go on to headline, to main event Mania itself. But the Rumble represents something quite more interesting. It's a time for nostalgia, it's a time for returns, it's a time for surprises, and really interesting spots that you don't tend to see in any other match throughout the entire year. But when it comes to video games, did you know how many video games there's been of the Royal Rumble? 3. And actually, when you break it down, there's 2. And here was what we're going to cover today. The Royal Rumble video games. So here we go then, WrestleDX Alpha. We're having a Royal Rumble weekend, because of course, it is the Royal Rumble. So me and Kev have agreed to get some footage recorded for an upcoming video that we got coming on the Royal Rumble. So what we're doing tonight, we're going to record some footage. And of course we're here playing with you. So I thought we'd share this here so you can enjoy, laugh, and enjoy, reminisce, nostalgia, and of course enjoy the fun that is the Royal Rumble. Now I had this back on the Dreamcast, in fact I still do, it's in that cupboard sat over there. However, I'm playing this via the PC, so I'm recording it through Rycast. And I think it emulates it pretty well. I have just done a quick test of this to make sure it does run pretty good. So, in cooperation with Uke Software, that's right, because this was produced between SmackDown 1 and the release of SmackDown 2 over on the old PlayStation. So, this really was like arcade SmackDown. That's cool. Let's jump into some gameplay actually. Royal Rumble, here we go. This game was, everyone wanted it to be SmackDown for the Dreamcast. It wasn't really just an arcade experience. Options, what was set under there? Difficulty, I'll leave that as pretty much as it is. And so we'll jump into arcade mode. Now, do we do Rumble or do we do Exhibition? Exhibition offers up the ability to have a tag team support character. So, for instance, if you've got like the Undertaker as your support character, he'll run in on command to chokes on someone or tombstone someone, as the Rumble wasn't all out free for all. You know what? It's the Royal Rumble. Let's just do the Rumble. Who are we gonna be? Who do we have back then? D'Lo Brown, Chris Jericho, The Godfather, Edge and Kishi's King, Stone Cold Mankind, Rock, Kurt, Trip, X-Box, Jeff and Matt Hardy, Road Dogg, Big Show, Al Snow, Undertaker, and Taz. Who are we going to go with? The most electrifying man in sports entertainment? What? No, Christian, shut up. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So how did it play? Well, it played like SmackDown with simpler controls, so it dropped the ability to lock onto your opponent. I mean, how does it look? It doesn't look too bad. I mean, think about it. This game came out at the same time as 2000. So, what were the controls? So we have A as attack. We have B as grapple. We're going ready. Is the Rock going to go into WrestleMania? We certainly hope so. Of course, the game really has, like, so many characters. Now, at this time, of course, the Royal Rumble only featured in a game mode in only a handful of games, and generally they were pretty average. SmackDown on the PlayStation only had the maximum ability of 4 players. This was 9 on this screen. It was pretty revolutionary back in the day. And in fact, if you look at SmackDown, what, TK19 now, again 19 years old, we still only have 8 characters in the ring at once. Snow. Something like Mercy in this where it's just non-stop frenzy. I mean, you don't have a lock-on system, so you're kind of like punching into the wind. That's about it. Is that Vince McMahon? Or is that Shane? I think it's Shane. That's the GOAT. Best in the world. Is that Vince as well? That was it. I think if you defeat them in the Rumble, you then unlock them on the old character select. But I think they were the only 2 sync characters that were. Taz win the Rumble. I think he did. Sounds correct. I'm gonna save that special. That was me, like, falling towards the ropes, that was. What? That was a slog. That was an absolute slog. Congratulations, you're eliminated 12 superstars in 6 continues. Whew. I mean, how do the graphics hold up? I mean, it's 2000. It's not brilliant, but in terms of the resolution of what there was in other consoles, this was far, far above. The Mega Drive Genesis and SNES WWF Royal Rumble came out in 1993 by the infamously bad developer LJN and also by Flying Edge. Now, whilst on initial impressions they are the same game, of course it's the same game, released on different systems at the same time. They had to get a bit of money in, you know how it is. However, they are different. They're different because they do indeed share a core set of characters, and then there are exclusive characters available in each version. There's some who would appear in one but not the other, or vice versa. Here, let's take a look. Did they make any good games? Well, they certainly made some licensed games. This was WWF Royal Rumble, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Hey, Mr. Perfect. So what against modes we got? So one-on-one, tag team, triple tag team. Interesting. And Royal Rumble. Let's hit the Royal Rumble mode up. 1 or 2 players. Difficulty. We're going to turn it down from like 4 because it's notoriously difficult. So who we got there? Randy Savage, Mr. Perfect, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, Tatanka, Crush, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Yokozuna, the narcissist that was Lex Luger, Ted DiBiase, back to Randy Savage. So how many guys is that? 10? 11? Let's who are we gonna go with then? Let's go with, I think, off the top of my head, I will have to double check. I mean, of course, we are going to play the Mega Drive version in a minute. I think Tatanka, and I believe that another one is exclusive as well. Who are we going to go with? The Bonsai Drum. Razor Ramon. Tonight's match, WWF Royal Rumble Madness. That's a great start. So how many characters can we have so far? They're quite defined, we can clearly tell who they are. So that's what, 6 guys so far. And you know, it's pretty responsive, you know, punching, kicking. So in terms of configuration, that is A and B. That's so off the ropes. Let's give. So the limit appears to be 6 characters, right? That's not bad, and yeah, they're quite detailed. We've got a crowd going on there. We've got some fans going on. Actually, all the fans look individual. There's like that guy in the back with sunglasses. We've got 2 guys in the t-shirts. We've got women in the front row. That's good. So even this time, they were identifying they had a female fan base, which they always did. That's so you can't grab from behind. That's I think it's a pretty responsive run. I mean, so X's run. We're not really into people. I'm not sure any of the other buttons. Y appears to separate. So running clothesline there. Let's just choke out Jake Snake there. I mean, I had this on the Mega Drive, right? And I've really, I've barely ever played the SNES version until really now. And I'm actually surprised it's not. It's a little bit faster than I remember. This is not awful. I mean, it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not. We've obviously played SmackDown. We've played loads of games since then. But at its time, these guys here actually look who they're supposed to be. Oh, it's Shawn Michaels. So fight fresh tonight as Shawn Michaels, Ted DiBiase, and Razor Ramon are left in the Royal Rumble. Who's going to take it to Mania? The question is, have we learned to throw anybody out yet? The answer is no. Like one more time, I think. Splash. How to get him up? Shoulder block, nice. Oh, is that actually Vince McMahon and Bobby Brain? I think it is. Super kick me. Oh, he wasn't using a super kick right now. He was using his slingshot suplex. Come on, you can go for it. No. I've given you a free shot. Come on. There we go. That was the Royal Rumble on the SNES. Howard Finkel comes in and wants the victor. Or is it Mean Gene? They both have that weird mustache. That 8-bit sound. Okay. There we are. That was the Royal Rumble on the Super Nintendo. Sega Mega Drive. Or the Genesis, for those US fans of this. This is 1993 Titan Sports. Hulkamania is licensed copyright of his own. I see that it's a different company that's Flying Edge there. So who do we have in there, roster-wise? So, sounded fair, really. One-on-one, tag team, triple threat tag match is in here, so that's good. But we're going to play the Royal Rumble bout. We're going to go one player. We're going to bring the difficulty down because otherwise it is hard. So who do we have then? We've got Randy Savage, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan. Now I'm sure Hogan wasn't in the SNES version. Taker. Well, 6'10 and a half. So Crush Cow is over. Jim Duggan, he wasn't in the other one, or was he? Narcissus, Lex Luger. Shawn Michaels, of course. So the Roddle, Rick Martel, Boston Crab. Yeah, so he wasn't definitely in the SNES version. Nor was Papa Shango. But I see the resolution of the pictures here isn't quite as sharp as it was, so we've sacrificed some image quality for wrestlers. Razor Ramon, IRS, back to Randy Savage. So we have actually dropped some, and we've gained some. So is that a good balance out there? So let's just play with. Who are we going to go with? Maybe we should go with Hogan. Player 1. Hogan takes an all-comers with Royal Rumble madness. It's pretty easy to identify Hogan. So I'm assuming this is Lex Luger. So that's Rick Martel. So you got Scott Hall there. Now I think Scott has actually changed his gear compared to the SNES version. I'm sure he had like red trunks on. So how did the whole combat system work? It's fantastic. So the gameplay actually looks and feels a little bit faster. Now, if you're a Mega Drive player like I was back in the day, you had to suffer with having 3 button controls compared to the SNES's 6. So what that meant was some games you had less functions, less moves to do. And I think this is one of those games that didn't benefit from having a 6-button controller. I don't think they were generally part of the standard affair at the time. So I think on here it literally was a 3-button control system. So you have like A being run, B and C being kick. A bit of flickering going on there. B and punch, kick respectively. So actually, how do you do moves? Actually, slightly escapes me. So I can never work out, was it really a button mashing exercise, or was there a tactic? I thought it was going to Hulk up then. Hogan with a drop kick. Trying to Hogan with a drop kick. Have you ever watched Hogan's match with like Great Muta over in Japan? Like 1993 actually, when he left WF. Oh, that was good. Good match. Yeah, Hogan went back to not being Hogan. He was like Terry again, doing moves and spots like arm drags and well, it didn't. This wasn't a Hogan match. He had to work. He had to earn his money when he was in Japan. So he was dug it into own house. He comes in with a choke. So that was nice. Backdrop suplex into a splash. Just chin down. I don't get choked out. Oh, I've been eliminated. Well, okay, so who we got? Taker and Jim Duggan. Stomped in the face. Elbow drop. Body slam. Or splash, really. That's silly choke. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that in wrestling. I really haven't. Something drop once more. That's it, he's gone. Is that where Taker takes the win? So joined the Rumble at 3:47 and made 3 eliminations. He's the Rumble champion. Was there a Rumble champion? Oh, there we go. That was the Royal Rumble. Now, whilst it's true the Royal Rumble match has been featured in a number of other titles as an included mode, we're going to be looking at those in a future video coming very soon, because each of them took to handling the match and approached it very differently. But this rounds up our video today as we approach wrestling gaming here in the Royal Rumble season. So for Kevin, who's not here today, and myself, we're going to catch you in the future on a new episode of WrestleDX Alpha very soon.